Hello everyone and welcome to the inaugural episode of Monday Night Next Gen. My name is Ryan Silva and we are here from beautiful New York City in a sold out Madison Square Garden. Now, tonight we embark on a new journey for Friday Night Nexus. Friday Night Nexus, a company run by Scott. Shout out to Scott for starting this, but we are kicking things off here tonight with tag action as we look to crown the inaugural Next Gen Tag Team Champions. Now, these two teams were handpicked by General Manager Mick Foley for good reason too. First up, you have these two men, collectively known as American Alpha. You have Jason Jordan on your left, and you have Chad Gable on your right. Both men collegiate wrestlers, high school wrestlers, and just phenomenal athletes altogether. Gable also wrestled in the Olympics for America in 2012. These two men just complement each other so well, and it's phenomenal. They're phenomenal athletes, phenomenal tag team, and well, you're about to see in this match upcoming. But take nothing away from their opponents too, because their opponents were chosen for good measure by Mick Foley. This company revolves itself around hardcore and extreme brutality in a way. Now, on one hand, you have these two men, Gable and Jordan, who are technical wrestlers and all-out phenomenal athletes. Two men that you would want to represent your tag team champion. But the thing is, in a company where hardcore is a standard bearer for everything, you have to have a hardcore tag team in the mix for the tag team titles. And that comes in the form of these two men, Crazy Steve and Abyss, collectively known as the Decay. Now, the Decay are world-renowned athletes. Abyss, a legend in this business, wrestling for over 2 decades, I believe. And Steve as well is an up-and-coming legend. He's been wrestling for nearly a decade now. And these two also complement each other just tremendously. If we're comparing American Alpha and Decay right now, both teams just absolutely know each other like the back of their hands, and I can't say it better than that because, okay, to sum things up, there is a reason why Mick Foley chose these two tag teams out of all of the other tag teams in Next Gen today, and that is because he knows that when push comes to shove, one of these two tag teams has it all, has the wherewithal to take this tag division to the absolute top. And that's what you want when you're in division. You want to make that division the top priority in a company. You have the heavyweight division, you have the mid-card division with the television championship, which will be coming up shortly, and then you have this, the tag division. And I've seen all around the world promotions that the tag division has been kind of sidelined and pushed aside, which is why Mick Foley put it in the hands of Decay and American Alpha to kickstart this revolution in tag team wrestling and bring it all the way up to the top. Now, Crazy Steve and Abyss, as you see, revolve themselves around darkness. That's why they call themselves Decay, because they believe that all in all, everything eventually comes to Decay. And tonight they hope to bring those tag titles to Decay, but they have a huge challenge standing in front of them right now. And those two men, Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, will have something to say about this as the match is about to begin shortly. The crowd on their feet, absolutely ready, pumped for this match, as am I, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that, everybody on their feet cheering for both sides. It's a brand new look, a first look at those brand new Next Gen Tag Team Championships. Chad Gable and Jason Jordan, Crazy Steve and Abyss. Ref checking them, and the bell has been rung. This match is officially underway. Chad Gable and Crazy Steve starting this match off, as Steve quickly catches him with a gut buster of sorts. Steve starting off strong, showing that hardcore mentality. This is a make it or break it scenario. One of these two teams will be walking out here tonight as the inaugural tag team champions heading into August 1st, our inaugural pay-per-view. More details on that coming up soon in the upcoming weeks as the tag team champions. You see Gable with the beautiful counter there, kicking Steve off. As a tag has already been made, Chad Gable tags in Jason Jordan, but Steve capitalizes right away, catches him, and now what's he got in the middle? Oh, beautiful takedown of his own, kind of a spit in the face of the former amateur wrestler, showing that he can do that stuff too. And now Steve with the vicious elbows at the top of the head of Jordan. Jordan, as I mentioned earlier, a high school and collegiate wrestler with phenomenal wrestling background. Tonight, though, he's grounded by this maniac in the form of Crazy Steve. Steve just absolutely brutal when it comes into in-ring competition. This man revolves himself around beating down an opponent, just straight up embarrassing them and just massacring them to a point where he can pick up the scraps, knock you out, nail the centralizer and pin you. 1, 2, 3. As you see Steve with a kind of unique offense there, a kill switch into a bulldog there, taking out Jason Jordan. Here we go, turns him over now, and just a brutal forearm to the face there. If I'm not mistaken, the Decay have dominated for most of this match thus far. You see Jordan counters with a beautiful short arm lariat there, and the tag made back as Chad Gable walks back in. Gable now, he's got him in the headlock position, front headlock position. Irish whip over the ropes goes Steve, and now Gable goes for the punch, but no, Steve fights back with a left hook of his own. Just a quick left jab, one for the super kick there, and he connects. I believe he connected in some way there. I didn't quite see properly, but the tag made, and Abyss walks in now. As look at this, Gable needs to keep this offense going. Gable, the smaller of the two, the quicker of the two, and he needs to use his quickness to capitalize on this and keep the big man down. Because once Abyss starts running, once Abyss starts rolling, you can't stop the big man, and he will drop you like a fly in a matter of minutes. But you see Gable now just taking control, making sure that Abyss stays down and doesn't get any offense in. The beautiful armbar there, and now lifts him up. Gable now, what's he got? Oh, look at that. Abyss just shoving him back, and now Abyss going back. And Abyss fights back with a huge right of his own. And now he has him up. This is what I was talking about. Quick, here we go. Oh my God, just lifted him up near 7 feet high and dropped him straight on his chest, sternum, and stomach. And now the tag made it. In comes Crazy Steve. Gable catches him though quickly. Here we go. Lifts him up. What's he got in mind? And a beautiful back body drop there by this young man. Turns him over. Forearm to the back. It's been a back and forth match as far. You see the man in the crowd holding a "This is awesome" sign, and I have to agree with him. That's a beautiful drop toe hold there by Crazy Steve. Back and forth action by both teams as Steve. Oh my God, Steve with the mist in the eyes of Chad Gable. I don't know why the ref didn't disqualify that. That was a blatant disqualification. Ref not. I don't know what the ref is doing now, but the tag has been made as a double team maneuver. Oh, if you haven't seen this before, decapitation by the Decay as Abyss goes straight for the pin. After that kind of toss, lariat there in the corner, nearly decapitating Chad Gable. And now Abyss just goes, and he's rolling now, ladies and gentlemen. Like I mentioned earlier, once this man starts rolling, it's hard to stop him, and he's absolutely dominating Chad Gable tonight with a belly-to-belly slam there. My God, this monster stands at 7 feet tall, just absolutely dominating over American Alpha. And if I'm not mistaken, American Alpha have yet to even dish out I can't even explain it properly. American Alpha has had little to no offense in this match thus far. It's been all Decay as another double team maneuver. The drop toe hold into the elbow drop. Beautiful. As you see Abyss takes care of Jason Jordan in the corner. Shoulders are down. 1, 2. And a kick out by Chad Gable at 2.5. Crowd is on their feet. They are pumped. You can clearly tell who the fan favorites are here tonight, and that's American Alpha by far. These people do not like Crazy Steve and Abyss, the Decay, and for good reason too. These two men are absolute monsters, and I mean that both in the ring and out of the ring, for good measure too. You see this man Steve now just taking it to Chad Gable. Irish trip into the lower corner. What Steve got in mind here? Turns him over. Oh, tree of woe position. The blood rushing to the head of Chad Gable, and now look at that added insult to injury, choking out the man as the blood rushes to his head. That could do serious damage to the brain there. Like I've said before, these two men know nothing more than causing damage and pain. And you see Steve there, beautiful, shoulders down. You only got a 2 count there though. Abyss just tosses Jordan out of the ring as again Steve Irish whip in the corner. Gable fighting back though with a back elbow, and Steve catches him. He didn't like that. Look at that. Look at this spinning neck breaker. Oh my God. Gable's head near hit the bottom rope there. That could have done a lot of damage as Steve off the top rope nails an elbow drop. Back and forth. I was about to say back and forth action by both teams, but this match has been 90% Decay thus far. Gable has been getting his ass whooped. As you see again, the mist in the eyes, and again, no disqualification there by the referee. I don't know why, as Steve now lifts him up and catches him with a suplex slam there straight into the pin. Shoulders are down, ref down for the count as Abyss, oh no, Jordan counters with a beautiful toss there, countering whatever Abyss had in mind. Cable able to kick out at 2.5. Steve with the soccer ball kick to the ribs there, and now, oh, Steve setting him up. What's he got in mind here? See the crowd, some booing, some cheering as Steve catches him with the gut breaker. It's not his finishing maneuver. I don't know why he was setting it up as if it were a finishing maneuver. Doesn't matter though. In the corner goes Gable. Tag has been made, and now once again another drop toe hold into the elbow drop by the near 300-pound monster Abyss. The back of Gable's neck just caving in, I swear to God. Look at this. Never seen this before from Abyss. Lifting Dragon Sleeper into reverse DDT. And now look at this. More pain. More! Just all-out punishment at the hands of Decay. And the monster choke slam by the monster Abyss to Chad Gable. Is this it? Do we have new tag champs? 1, 2, and 3, the Decay are your new FNN Next Gen Tag Team Champions. Just look at the highlights from this match now. There's another look at decapitation, Decay's finishing maneuver. I've got to hand it off to Decay though. They near dominated this match, and it was, I can't help but feel sorry for American Alpha, who came into this match thinking that they would walk out as tag team champions ultimately, because that's what you have to do when you walk into a title match. You need to think that you're going to walk out as champion, and that's the game plan that American Alpha had in mind. Unfortunately for them, it didn't work out, mainly because of the opposition in Decay. Decay just absolutely dominating Chad Gable for the 10 minutes that this match went on. And I mean, I've got to give it to Chad Gable though. Chad Gable took this beating like a man, and he showed that he had heart, he had determination, he had the will to push on through all the punishment and pain Decay put him in. But you see there, that choke slam was the final nail in Gable's coffin, and in the coffin of American Alpha's dreams to become Next Gen Tag Team Champions. There's a 3 count, and now we see the inaugural FNN Next Gen Tag Team Champions, Crazy Steve and Abyss. The Decay. Now the Decay have the opportunity to walk in to August 1st, FNN Next Gen's inaugural pay-per-view event as the tag team champions, which is huge for these two men, especially considering, I mean, we're talking about a pay-per-view here, and at pay-per-views, champions get the opportunity to showcase why they are the best in that division, and there's no doubt about it. Crazy Steve and Abyss right now have proven that they are the best tag team in FNN Next Gen's tag team division today, solely because they are the Next Gen Tag Team Champions. Congratulations to Steve and Abyss on walking out tonight as the Next Gen Tag Team Champions. We move things forward though now as we set things up for the mid-card division, the television championship match up next. A fatal four-way, 4 men handpicked by General Manager Mick Foley. One of these 4 men will be walking out of Madison Square Garden as the new FNN Next Gen Television Championship. Up first, the first of the 4 men, we have this man, Adam Cole from Panama, the self-professed Panama Playboy. This man is an absolute god in the ring, and there's no other word to describe it. He has brilliant wrestling skills, brilliant mic skills, and he is an all-around champion, period. Adam Cole, now a former member of the Kingdom, as you see in the t-shirt there, no longer a member, as he was kicked out by former members Mike Bennett and Matt Taven. I don't know if this is sort of a jab at them, showing them that I made it here and you're still down there at the bottom where you belong, but it doesn't matter because Adam Cole now is represented by the Bullet Club in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Bullet Club taking over Japan Ring of Honor, and now Next Gen, as Adam Cole looks to bring more gold to the prestigious tag team in the form of the Next Gen Television Championship. I did say this was a fatal 4-way match though, as Adam Cole looks to see who the second man in this match is, and oh, look at this. Ironically, It's former Kingdom tag team partner Mike Bennett, now known as the Miracle Mike Bennett. Truly a gift to professional wrestling. This man from Boston, Massachusetts, one of the most outspoken wrestlers in recent history. He's tapped people out. Okay, I'll keep this short, sweet, and simple. This man is an absolute genius in the ring, solely for 3 reasons. 1, he's a handsome man, I'm not gonna lie. 2, he has tremendous wrestling skills, and he can back it up with his tremendous mic skills too. And 3, he's got a valet in the form of his wife, Maria Kanellis, and it can't get any better than that. If you have a woman such as Maria Kanellis representing yourself, it's clear as day that you are a man and you are the man around here. And that's what Mike Bennett thinks of himself. He thinks of himself as a miracle here to save pro wrestling with his wife, Maria Kanellis. Bennett now looking forward to seeing the 3rd man in this match. As you see the music hit, we've heard this before. This man, a 3rd generation wrestler. His father, WWE Hall of Famer, Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig, and his grandfather, Larry the Axe Hennig. This man, a tremendous athlete who has been sidelined in the past in certain companies. We here at Next Gen, though, know the possibilities of this man can take the television championship to new heights. He considers himself better than perfect. He is none other than Curtis Axel. Now Axel, an athlete, all-around athlete in the ring, just perfect, for lack of a better word, ironically. I had the opportunity to speak with Axel though before the match, and Axel told me that he's wearing this crown and this cape for one reason and one reason only. Actually, he said one reason, but it was actually 2. Reason number 1 was he considers himself to be the king of Next Gen. He considers himself to be royalty, wrestling royalty, and there's no arguing there, considering his father is a legend in this business as well as his grandfather. But the second reason was he wants to kind of showcase himself to the world as not only perfect like his dad, but better than perfect. And that's a bold statement this man wants to make here tonight. Now the 4th competitor in this match is an all-around athlete, one of the pound-for-pound strongest men in professional wrestling today. This man, the Swiss sensation Cesaro. Now Cesaro is a world-renowned athlete, has traveled all over the world, tag teaming with Chris Hero, singles competition, it doesn't matter. But this man is, as I mentioned earlier, pound for pound the strongest man in wrestling today. Not only that, he is pound for pound the most athletic man in wrestling today as well. This man is a wrestler, period. He is a wrestler, a mighty wrestler. No shot there at the Iron Man Joe Coffey, but this man is an all-around phenomenal athlete. And these are 4 men that I would want to represent and walk out as the television champion tonight. As I mentioned earlier, this match is for the television championship. One of these 2 men will walk out of tonight as the inaugural Next Gen television champion. As the crowd is ready for this, everybody on their feet. As this match, you see a first look at the television championship. Absolutely beautiful. You see it shining from the side. You see Adam Cole, Mike Bennett, Curtis Axel, and Cesaro. 4 men vying for this television championship because it's an opportunity to showcase themselves as a true champion. Because that's what these 4 men are. They are champions in the making. Adam Cole, Mike Bennett, Cesaro, Curtis Axel, 4 tremendous athletes chosen by Mick Foley to represent in this match tonight. Match has begun, and you see everybody, just a barroom brawl breaking out between these 4 men here tonight as Axel and Cesaro spilled to the outside. These 2 men taking it to one another, and you see the beef between Adam Cole and Bennett, former Kingdom members, former best friends, now sworn enemies. Just Cole and Bennett taking it to one another, and now Cole changes his focus, looks under the ring. Remember, there's a fatal 4-way match, so there are no disqualifications as Cole grabs a sledgehammer and a huge shot to the lower back there of Cesaro. Now a shot to the leg as Bennett catches Cole. What's he got in mind here? Bennett with a huge knee to the nose and jaw. An elbow there, and now Axel going for a suplex, but it was countered by Cesaro, and Cesaro catches Cole with a forearm, and now Bennett changes his focus, goes after Curtis Axel with a back suplex on the seal there. The back of Axel's head hitting the concrete hard. That's got to do a whole lot of damage. And now an arm drag by Axel. The back of Bennett hitting the concrete hard. Change our focus there. Huge chop there by the Panama Playboy Adam Cole to Cesaro. Cesaro hitting the steel grates there hard, and another chop, and a beautiful drop kick there by Adam Cole. Cole, a phenomenal athlete. There's a reason this man is a member of the Bullet Club. The Bullet Club, one of the most kind of outspoken factions in recent history. They've been compared to the NWO, and for good measure too. This faction in itself is absolutely just too sweet, pun intended. I don't know if that was a pun though. Scratch it aside as you see Axel dropping Bennett with a beautiful neck breaker there. Cole going after Cesaro, went for the chop block there, but Cesaro counters with a back elbow, and now look at that, going after this man. Catches him belly to belly on the concrete and on that sledgehammer there on the concrete, as Bennett and Axel are fighting up the ramp, just taking it to one another. Axel ice trips him into the steel there. Bennett recovers quickly. Here we go. Oh my god, a huge scoop slam there on the ramp. And Bennett now just taking it to Axel, showing him that miracles rule over royalty as he ice trips him back into the ring. Axel falling hard on the mat there. In the ring, Cole has locked in a figure 4 leg lock, and Bennett in to break it up to ensure that Cole doesn't walk out as a champion here tonight. You see the crowd pumped. This is a high stakes match, as a wheelbarrow suplex there by Curtis Axel. Cesaro into the pin, 1, and a kick out by Adam Cole for 1 as Axel drops Bennett with a huge spine buster, only for a 2.5 count there. In the back, see Cesaro taking it to Cole. Very European uppercut. He nails it. Straight into the pin. Hooks the leg. 2. Oh, and it's broken up by Axel to ensure that this man doesn't walk out as champion. It's going to be a back and forth action. This is going to be a back and forth contest here, ladies and gentlemen. Alright, stripped by Cesaro. Off the rope goes Cole. As Cesaro catches him half and half. No, countered by Adam Cole. Sidewinder suplex by Axel. Exploder suplex by Cesaro. Both men down as Axel going after Cesaro now. The Irish Ripper into the corner. Adam Cole and Mike Bennett are down. No, Adam Cole's reeling there. Here we go, off the corner. Rebound. German suplex by Curtis Axel to Cesaro as Adam Cole now picks at the pieces, going after the Swiss Superman. Look at that, a spear by Mac Bennett, who's used that to put away a lot of men in the past before. 1, 2. Oh, look at that, Bennett breaks up the pin, as does Cole break up that figure 4 leg lock. I think both men were trying to break up the other's offense there. Curtis Axel throws Bennett in the corner as Cole kind of wears Cesaro down with that figure 4 leg lock. What's Cole got in mind now? Setting up for the Panama Destroyer. Here we go. We've seen this before. We've seen neutralizer by Adam Cole, stealing Cesaro's finishing maneuver. Here we go. Hooks the leg. Curtis Axel, turn around. Oh, he's too late. And we have a new television champion, ladies and gentlemen. Your new next-gen television champion is none other than the Panama City Playboy. The Bullet Club have added another prestigious championship to their rankings, as Adam Cole is the new and inaugural television champion. Look at the highlights from this match. A beautiful lifting European uppercut there by the Swiss Superman. That only got a 2 count though, after it was broken up by Curtis Axel there. There you see, this was beautiful offense. A sidewinder suplex by Curtis Axel, followed by an exploder suplex by Cesaro. But this was a final nail in the coffin for this match. Adam Cole just spitting in the legacy in the face of Cesaro. There you see, twisting the neck there. I thought he was setting up for the Panama Destroyer, but no, neutralizer there in the center of the ring, dropping Cesaro with his own finishing maneuver. Blatant disrespect from this young man. You see, Axel was distracted there, was unable to break up the pin. And now this man, Adam Cole, baby, is your new next-gen television champion. Ironically, he's wearing the Kingdom attire tonight. Kingdom member Mike Bennett unable to walk out as champion. Another blatant spit in the face of Bennett here. Cole just outspoken for many reasons, but congratulations to this young man who is walking out tonight as the next-gen television champion, as we kick things off now, as we head into our main event of the evening, live from Madison Square Garden. You see the steel cage set up above the ring. I'll go into that soon. But you have this match, a one-on-one steel cage match to crown Next Gen's inaugural heavyweight champion. One of these two men will walk out tonight as the face of Next Gen, and for good measure too, because that's what you want to be. If you are in a wrestling company, the one thing you strive to be is the absolute best, and you be the absolute best when you are the heavyweight champion and the face of the company. Now these two men were handpicked. Actually, well, yes, in a way, these two men were handpicked by General Manager Mick Foley, as in a backstage altercation before the show here tonight. It was Finn Balor who went up to Foley and demanded that he be placed in this match to crown the first ever heavyweight champion. With all due respect, he wanted to make his case to Mick Foley, and he did, which is why he's in this match here tonight. But Finn Balor wasn't the only man to make his case to Mick Foley, as the second man in this match, truly outspoken, one of the best wrestlers in the world today, was able to sneak his way into this match. And Mick Foley, being the hardcore legend that he is, wanted to add some stipulation to this match, some added implication, something that would make this match as big as it is. So he decided to lock the two men inside the confines of a steel cage. Now in a steel cage match, there are only 3 ways to win. Number 1, you can pin your opponent 1, 2, 3 solid in the center of the ring. Number 2, you can submit your opponent, make them tap, 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 making them give right there in the center of the ring. Or number 3, you can climb the cage and escape the cage, sealing yourself a victory and walking out as the victor of the match. Now in this match, if you walk out the victor, you will also be walking out as the Next Gen heavyweight champion. Now we look, who was the second man who made his case to Mick Foley? And you've seen this before, this countdown, the Millennium Countdown. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the end of the world, as the king of the world has arrived here in Monday Night Next Gen, because welcome to Next Gen is Jericho. Chris Jericho making his debut here tonight at Monday Night Next Gen. This man, a renowned veteran in this business, a former undisputed WWE and WCW World Champion in the past. He's also a former 9-time WWE Intercontinental Champion. The only man to have held that championship 9 times, which is a huge honor. This man is also a former tag team champion, wrestled all over the world, in Japan, in Mexico, and he's made a name for himself. And he is here now in Next Gen, live from New York City, as Finn Balor and Chris Jericho, 2 men in ideal dream match, in a steel cage match, look to fight one another, with one of them walking out as the Next Gen heavyweight champion. Now I've done some research in the past, and this isn't the first time these two have met. These two have ironically met on a WWE live tour a couple of months ago. A couple of years ago as well, a year ago as well. And through my research, in each encounter, it was the demon Finn Balor who walked out victorious. So in a way, if you're making your predictions here tonight, you gotta listen to the whole story. You have Finn Balor, who has beaten Chris Jericho in other companies, in other places, whereas Chris Jericho has never, and I repeat, never pinned or submitted Finn Balor in the center of a ring, 1, 2, 3, or tap, tap, tap. Which is why, in my eyes, the favor lies in the hands of Finn Balor. But, take nothing away from Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is an all-around legend in this business, and he's proven that night in and night out, every time he wrestles a match for whatever company out there. This man has had Match of the Year candidates with men such as Shawn Michaels, Triple H, the list goes on and on, Edge, CM Punk. Just a phenomenal all-around athlete, and he's here Next Gen to look to add more to his resume in the form of the Next Gen Heavyweight Championship. This is a big match, ladies and gentlemen, especially considering these two men are locked inside the confines of a steel cage. Look at these two men. This is, I believe, the 6th time these two is locked up. Blatant shot there previously by Finn Balor. As Jericho fights back with a right hook of his own, and now locking up again. Here we go, Balor transition to the back there. And now he's got it locked in. Oh, what a beautiful belly to back slam there by Finn Balor. He's got him locked in, just bear hugging the ribs and chest there of Chris Jericho, possibly wearing that chest and sternum down for the coup de grace as they lock up again. And now Jericho goes back. Jericho locking in. A belly to back suplex by Jericho there, right into the side headlock. Look at that, wrenching the neck. Oh no, Balor's getting up. These two men to a knee now as, look at that, Jericho with a huge knee to the jaw. Balor staggers down, and now, blatant disrespect there by the best in the world at what he does, Chris Jericho. And he now looks to escape the cage, but Balor right there pulls him down. And Balor now goes up top with a beautiful elbow drop to the sternum there. Yet again, wearing that sternum down for the one move that can help him win this championship, and that is the coup de grace. A diving foot stomp off the top rope as Balor now gets him up in the fireman's, right into the Benadryller, the fireman's carry, into the side kick there to the side of the head. Balor now climbing the cage, looking to escape before Jericho can get to his feet. Jericho on his feet though. Balor reaching the top of the cage, but look at that, Jericho climbing. Can Jericho pull him down? Yes, both men hit the mat hard though. And you gotta give it to these two men signing the contract and agreeing to fighting inside of this steel cage, one of the most brutal structures in wrestling history. As Jericho with a knee to the back of the neck there, the upper back and the back of the neck. Finn Balor fights back with a jawbreaker there, stopping whatever offense Jericho had in mind. Up goes Jericho. Jericho fights back with a knee to the top of the skull. Knife edge chop countered by Balor. Balor now. Gets him with the complete shot there. Reverse face slam. And now Jericho countered with the fireman's carry toss. Jericho. Northern Lights suplex. Doesn't go for the bridging pin though as Jericho up top. What's he got in mind here? Chris Jericho with a moonsault off the top rope. We haven't seen that in recent times. And Jericho, look at that, stopping the face of Finn Balor, adding more disrespect to the youngster. Gotta give it to Jericho though. This man is a veteran, period. Which, as I said earlier, the favor lies in the hands of Finn Balor because he has beaten Chris Jericho before, whereas Jericho has never beaten Balor before. But you have to give some. You have to kind of root for Jericho in a way too, because Jericho has, the knowledge advantage, and he has the experience to kind of pick up the victory here tonight. In a way, Finn Balor has wrestled in a steel cage match before, NXT Takeover the end. He faced Samoa Joe in a steel cage match. He lost that match though, so the favors kind of balance out for Jericho and Balor. Balor dropping with a huge Russian leg sweep there, looking to climb the cage, but Jericho quickly gets up and stops him right there, pulls him down. You won't be able to tell right now, but when a wrestler falls from that height and it hits a wooden mat hard, it does a shit ton of damage. And Jericho now adding more damage to Finn Balor with the huge knee to the side of the skull. Jericho now, what's he got in mind with the back neck breaker there. Reverse DDT, sliding him down to the knee. And now Jericho, went for something there, but Balor countered with a knee of his own. And Finn Balor now, Irish Whip into the corner. Jericho fighting back with a back elbow. And Jericho catches him with a bulldog. Patented maneuver by the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla. The front for the band Fozzy, as well as a professional wrestler. Tremendous. And now, what a release German suplex there by Jericho. The back of Balor's neck hitting the mat hard. As now Jericho, what a drop kick by Balor, catches him square on the chest from the second rope now. What's Balor got? No, Balor steps off as Jericho was getting up. Went for the forearm there. Jericho counters with a left hook, and now Jericho sets him up. He's got to turn him around. Look at that, the crowd on their feet. And he's got it locked in. Remember, rope break doesn't do anything. This is a steel cage match. He has to either escape the submission hold or he has to tap out, and Jericho lets go. I don't know what the game plan behind that was. He could have wrenched back and Balor would have tapped out immediately, but the pin and Finn Balor able to kick out at 2.5 near, as Jericho with a soccer ball kick to the back there, and Finn Balor's down. Jericho, look at that. starting to climb the cage now. Oh, look at that, Finn Balor onto one knee, and now he's on his feet. Chris Jericho almost over the top there. He's holding the top of the cage there, but Finn Balor just pulls him back into the ring, saying, hell no, you still have to go through me. Balor now, he's got him, lifting him, reverse Bloody Sunday, reverse 1916 club, whatever you want, but will it be effective? Was it effective? 1, 2, and a kick out by Jericho at near 2 3/4. Remember, the pins have been slowed down due to this being a steel cage match to add more effect to the match as he goes for the crucifix powerbomb. No, Jericho counters, neck breaker there. The main focus in this match for Jericho has been that neck of Finn Balor. And is this a game? Jericho has fought in so many steel cage matches before, and you have to take into consideration the amount of times Finn Balor has fallen back, the amount of times the back of his neck and his back has hit that mat hard, and the amount of times Jericho has added more pain to that neck. Tremendous game plan by this veteran, but Finn Balor, as you see, just absolutely taking it like a man. See another shot there, the back hitting, and up, whoa, Jericho with the lion salt. We haven't seen that in years. We haven't seen it connect in years, but he nails it. Jumping off the ropes into the moonsault, and now the forearms. Down goes Finn Balor. Balor dodges that stop though, and the knife edge chop. Into the ropes goes Jericho, and now tosses Jericho into the cage. Balor now, look at that. Jericho is down and out, and Balor looking to capitalize, walk out of the cage, and become the heavyweight champion of the world as Jericho now. Jericho pulling him back, and once again the back of the neck and the back hits the mat hard. That's got to be it. Look at that. Balor's knocked clean out as Jericho now looking to take advantage. Chris Jericho, Irish whip in the corner, taking his time, keeping the pace slow for himself. But look at that, Balor. Oh, trying to speed it up, but Jericho stops him with a back elbow. Irish whip in the corner. What's Jericho got in mind here? Turns him over. His back against the corner, and now a huge right hook there. Jericho with the clothesline, bounces off the ropes, and a bulldog by the seasoned veteran as Chris Jericho now looks to climb the cage. Balor is reeling in the corner there, using the ropes to help himself up. Jericho's nearly up there. Jericho could go over. No. Balor's going up now. Balor stops him in his tracks. And down goes Jericho and Balor. Jericho knocked out, possibly. You see there, he's not moving. He's up now. He's recovering, but can Balor capitalize? If he goes quickly, he can escape the cage and he can walk out the heavyweight champion. It's been a back and forth match thus far, a kind of tug-of-war contest to see who can escape the cage first and who can walk out the champion. Well, that's got to be it. The amount of damage done to Balor's neck and back, that has got to be it. Balor is knocked clean out as Jericho now is climbing the cage. Chris Jericho's over and Balor's still on both knees. Jericho's over, ladies and gentlemen. If his feet hit the ground, we have a new champion. There's nothing Balor can do. There's nothing Balor can do to stop him. Chris Jericho is your new next-gen heavyweight champion, ladies and gentlemen. The crowd on their feet, a sort of mixed reaction for the new champion here tonight. Jericho, through the spoils, showed that he had the experience and the wherewithal to withstand the demon in the steel cage and walk out as the heavyweight champion. You see the steel cage being raised up in a few minutes. And now, absolute beautiful contest there. And he is now representing, as the cage is being lifted there, he's now representing Next Gen as the heavyweight champion. Jericho. Tremendous match here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for having us, and we hope to see you next Monday for the second episode of Monday Night Next Gen. Thank you.